match, if you're going up against someone who maybe is demoralized, having a tough time, you're still just as focused back?
Yeah, you don't care about what happened at all. You couldn't care less about what happened in the last match. You just focus on you. 100 Thieves is trying to go back and win a tournament. They want to win a tournament. They're not happy with third, second. Same with Optic, but it doesn't matter to them that 100 Thieves just lost and demoralized. They're in their home game. It means nothing.
The thing for Optic,
first, look, you guys are loyal. Let's go.
They lose this first map, they're going to have to be able to bounce back in that map too. We just saw Dashy have 16 kills for the loss. They have a 5-3 lead. You have to be able to close out those rounds. You got first blooded 8 times. That's something you cannot let happen. You need to get more together, gather as a group, play. That's going to work.
I mean, and that's really where they're going to have to capitalize is the search and destroy. That's
no, you're good.
Thieves have been weak on for the majority of their time as a team. So if Optic Game is going to capitalize somewhere, it'll be in those search and destroys and their hard point take.
So for you guys in your history as players, can you tell me a little bit about the emotions you feel when you're in a position like Optic Gaming right now?
Well, honestly, every time I lost to winners, I lost to losers every single time. I did, like, I don't know. I guess my teams were good at regain. It's hard to regain super quick. If you have a day off, or like Luminosity got PO'd, they came back the next day and were way different teams. But when it's 5 minutes later, it's just so hard.
It also like really depends on the team that you're playing, right? Like, they're playing a disciplined team. So, like, you can't just out-talent them, right? Like, it's not going to work. So it's going to be very tough for them. As a player, though, yeah, whenever I lost the winners finals, I'll just get bopped out.
Yeah, you got choke slam next series for sure.
All right. On that note, then, we are going to hand it over to Jess in the crowd and see, of course, who your fans are rooting for in our top 3.
Thank you so much, Katie. I am chilling with my friend Zach from San Jose, California. My other friend Bryce, all the way in from Maine. Zach, I think I might have an idea what your answer is going to be, but in the top 3, which team are you rooting for?
Oh, absolutely.
You see that guy?
And why is that?
Because Simps the Young God and the...
His Snapchat. No, I want to get that. That's funny.
Good answer. And Bryce, what do you think?
I mean, it's got to be Optic, right?
Hey. They got a long road.
End of an era. Let's get a win.
All right. Well, we've got to vote for United and Optic. Katie, what do you think?
Ooh, what do I think? Well, if anyone's taking a peek at my nails, they might know how I feel about these top 3 teams. I'm not saying I'm helping United, but I'm saying I'm rocking the red, white, and blue. So we will see what it's about.
Crop like that one.
There it is, Kate. Show them off. Show them off.
Ooh, sparkly.
So nice, so clean, so chic.
I'm gonna paint mine green.
Well, you'll have to do that pretty quick because Optic is about to go up against 100 Thieves. So if anyone has any green nail polish, if you could run up to the desk and help him out. All right, that is enough of us. That is enough of the nails. That is enough of the crowd. We need to hand it over to Blaze now. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Katie. Los Angeles, you guys ready to get this? I know you guys are ready at home. We started this weekend off with 32 of the best teams in the world, and now just 3 remain, and it's time to send one more home. I give to you first, looking to make history and get their 2nd CoD champs as an organization. I present to the world in the green wall, Optic Gaming!
Hold on, boys. Don't be beat up.
Now, this team has had a tough road.
There's
Coming
TP.
from the back of the losers bracket, losers round 1. Looking to make history. I give to you your 2019 back-to-back champions, London and Anaheim. Run it up for 100 Thieves! Now the stage is set, and we're ready to get this one on. Without further ado, being in chance, take it away.
Thank you, Guy.
God, man.
What a series we have on our hands. One of these 2 teams will be eliminated after this series, and of course the other will progress through to a grand final against United. Chances for mentioning, this isn't the first time we've seen either of these 2 play against each other this year.
This is the 5th time, and right now 100 Thieves are up 4-1. It has been a very lopsided story. You go to London, it's 100 Thieves that send them to losers where Optic eventually gets eliminated. Anaheim, the exact same story. 100 Thieves sends them to losers, and then Optic gets eliminated. And then at Miami, 100 Thieves, they just did the job themselves, eliminated them straight away. So this might be deja vu all over again, or the opportunity for Optic to turn the storyline around.
You feel as if there was a team with the experience to do so, it would be Optic Gaming, but obviously that's what's happened in the past. Let's talk about the present, this event, the 2019 World Championship. Is this where Optic Gaming could turn that look and turn that record around?
I mean, they absolutely can. Their hard point has been scorching hot the entire tournament. I think they're posting right now an 11-2 record, but the search and destroy is where it gets a little bit concerning, because 100 Thieves, they've been red hot, 8-2, and then for Optic Gaming about 3-4, and there have been some very tough round 11s, some very tough leads blown from them. So if you're looking at a man to step it up, and especially in the S&D, impressively so, Scump posting the 1.54 in Surge. He's been having himself a very nice event.
Reclaim his throne. A great event in Hardpoint, a fantastic event for Search and Destroy. The control, as you mentioned, has been a bit of a weak point for Optic Gaming so far here at the World Championship. And you heard the Dash talk about it. All of them as former players have been in that situation. You lose the winner's final and you're forced to instantly play in the loser's final. It's so hard to regroup your thoughts, to recover. So often you see the team that lost once instantly go on to lose again.
And then, of course, for 100 Thieves, their recovery has been a multi-step process starting from losers round 1. But since then, they have been 3-0-ing, 3-1-ing teams left and right. And Octane, oh my dear God, you talk about the MVP candidate.
No, I'm gonna have Waters make me a new one soon.
About the Tempest and how good he has made it look across the board. That has to be one of the best champs performances we have seen so far, but you gotta back it up with a win.
Honestly, you're looking at the most talented player that doesn't currently have a ring. Boy, oh boy, would he like to change that. You're also looking at a team trying to make history. Never in Call of Duty World Championship history has a team that fell to losers round 1 gone on to win the event. The closest was Team Envious at Call of Duty Ghosts World Championship. Here's a look at our map set though. We start Seaside Hardpoint. You already know.
Come on, Chad. I need all your energy, bro. I need all your energy.
Arsenal Search Game 2, Arsenal Control, and it goes further. Arsenal Hardpoint, and a payload, Search and Destroy, Game 5.
Ben, where the hell do you want to start? That Arsenal Control, the 1v1, Kenny and Karma for potentially the winning tournament a couple events ago. You got the best maps on the board for both teams at times. The Arsenal, fantastic for 100 Thieves for the
Wait, hold on. Did you finish your banner for CoD? Oh, are you talking about my emblem thing that I was trying to make?
On the board, they are happy to take Optic on payload, and well, maybe we've seen why, right? Around 11 against United, that did not go away of the green wall. But that is just an insane map set that we have.
Yeah, I pretty much finished it.
Call of Duty Esports started so long ago. The first $1 million tournament, Optic Gaming was able to claim their prize. Since then, the official Call of Duty World Championships came out. Optic was a dynasty throughout so many years. They failed so many times, but then they finally get redemption. They win a World Championship, and now coming to this one, the 2019 World Championship, you almost feel it'd be poetic for the green wall to have one last dance, one last grand final. United ready and waiting backstage to play.
Come on, 4 viewers, 4 likes on the stream. You guys are amazing. Let's get some love for Optic. They need it.
Talk about a phenomenal win because of who they had to beat to get here. The competition, it is the very best. The final 3 are teams that everyone is predicting from different sides of the aisle. A win here at the biggest tournament in Call of Duty history. Then it doesn't get better than this.
Let's cut to the chase. Who's your money on?
I mean, I look at this map 1 as potentially a deciding thing, right? You got the side of Optic. Their hard point has been phenomenal. It is their map, map 1 on Seaside. If they get the win, they can get the ball rolling in the series, and I think they might be able to do it. But for 100 Thieves, if you take them down on Seaside, that might be a very early dagger.
All smiles for Dashi, the superstar man on the Optic Gaming. Up to 5 piece on Hardpoint Seaside yesterday.
Not bad.
Sure, if you're an Optic Gaming fan, you'd love to see him do it again on this map.
And it was followed up instantly by a 5-piece from TJ Halley, but that's actually an interesting point, right? We've talked about 100 Thieves, their record against Optic Gaming, and Abel really has been the TJ Halley boogeyman for the better part of this year. It would be no better moment for TJ to shut him down, take that opposing SOG down in the final moments at the end of the day on Sunday.
So many storylines throughout all of the players heading into this losers bracket final. Priesta felt a little unwell a few days ago. It seems he's turned things around in terms of his performances as well. Fantastic last couple of days for him. The players anxious and ready to get the game underway. As we said, a seaside hard to start off what might honestly go down in history as one of the greatest losers bracket finals in Call of Duty esports.
And I'm still just so excited about the pick and bans that we have. Both coaches, TP and Crowder, legends in their own right, going head to head with the mental strategic battle. Both teams, again, the maps they are most confident on.
Rings between the team, the coaches.
Yeah, let's get them green hearts in chat. Thank you, Wolfie.
This one, a battle of two titans. Honestly, I don't even know who to pick. I really don't. Chance for me, this is unbelievably 50-50. Take your pick. I think you kind of nailed it. Whoever wins map number one is going to get a lot of momentum. You look at map number one as being crucial for Optic to just get over that last couple of maps that they played against United, where, if we're honest, they weren't close.
And with how good these two teams have been, make no mistake, it's going to come down to those big moments. Who can make the bigger play with the specialists? Who can get more value out of their score streaks? Who can world star the opposition? Who can clutch up in the round 11s? The sniper battles we are going to see in Search. Who comes out on top? It is the nitty-gritty, the devil in the details.
You're absolutely right. So far, it's all come down to the clutch plays, but we won't make you wait any longer. The 2019 Call of Duty World Championship Losers Bracket Final.
Let's go.
Optic Gaming, 100 Thieves. Many wanted this to be the grand final. United had other ideas. Only one will stay alive. Only one will progress through to fight for a ring. We start Seaside Hardpoint. You already know this is going to be a spicy one. We'll start off on board with 100 Thieves. It's the man who really has led the charge for 100 Thieves. It's Priesta.
He changed the team for the better. The grapple off the start. He's got the slasher over top. Optic Gaming get eliminated seemingly off the break. Dashy, though, trying to stay alive.
What was that, Dashy, huh?
Has pistol in hand. He will fall. It's Dashy with the hot hand to start. 2 kills in relatively quick succession. He will fall.
I hope they slaughter. I hope they slaughter.
Seconds before the rotation
United.
of the second hill. Slasher again finds himself another pick.
100 Thieves, just enough pressure to get that clearance onto the hill. Not pushed out super far. You can see Optic Gaming, they're just playing for the rotation. They got players already stacked up in barrels, players covering mid-map, and well, Dashy looking for some errant kills, but now for Optic Gaming, got a little bit careful, because for 100 Thieves, here comes the push.
Yep, and you can already see Priesta wants to apply the pressure on towards the spawn. TJ will be ready and waiting, but it's a collapse, it's a pinch in towards barrels. Optic are gonna have to win a couple of the gunfights, but it's Slasher who says, no, no, no.
Come on,
he starts to work towards some streaks as well. We'll keep our eye on that, but the one story we didn't talk about, and the one story I think is just so important here, is Crimsix for Optic Gaming. He has struggled in the past against 100 Thieves. This is one of those series you cannot start slow, and he's 0-4, and Slasher already has streaks. Oh my lord, almost found one more.
The damage with the RK7, man, coming out on top, and you got Kenny 45 away with some streaks of his own. 100 Thieves trying to run it off from the opening break, and now Kenny's gonna get him.
Dude, Optic doesn't want to win.
If you're Optic Gaming, you have to slow the game down almost instantly. You can give up the final 25 seconds. It's not the end of the world. You have to rotate, but more importantly, you have to survive the 2 streaks that have already been earned. Make that another. The Hellstorm will be instantly invested by Kenny. Didn't even hesitate. Karma's in a world of trouble. 100 Thieves have started this Seaside explosive, and Octane isn't even done picking up the scrap time.
It has been 2 perfect rotations coming out of 100 Thieves. It cannot be better.
Crim 0-7 to start. TJ 2-6. Octane's ready with a sub on rotation. 100 Thieves look so good to start this hard point. And again, if you're Optic, you have to slow the pace down. You have to get your foot in the door here in game 1.
score is 92 to 1100 Thieves hanging out inside the hill. Kenny's picking up 2 kills with a SOG. You had Octane at one point picking up kills with the SOG. You talk about a bad look. Finally, TJ able to get to the back, but where are his teammates?
That's the problem. It's all good and well trying to control the spawns, but there's still 25 seconds left. Your teammates are in no man land. Finally, the spawns come through. Skunk gets himself a double. And Optic Gaming might be able to stabilize, but as I say that, 100 Thieves, they flood through the front of the hill.
You got that rotation, 100 Thieves already pushing out barrels. Optic Gaming are only gonna get, what, 15 seconds on this hill. You have Slasher and Kenny right now combined for 25 kills. Krim right now is looking for his second.
More streaks, almost TJ, an important gunfight. Enable will fall, the rotation over towards barrels, and 100 Thieves just ready and waiting. They rotate early, but potentially a break already. Slasher has War Machine though. How problematic is that going to be? Well, Trophy inside the hill, he hasn't connected with anything just yet. Optic are starting to make at least a little bit of a comeback here.
We already know it's
Come on,
Seaside.
Optic.
We already
Come
know
on,
the
Optic.
game is never over until it's over, but the specialist battle right now, 100 Thieves getting them oh so quick.
And I love the idea from 100 Thieves. Invest everything you get as early as you can. Spiral this game completely out of control. And Optic Gaming trying to keep the contest coming through with a grab slam from Priester could honestly shut this down. Karma though manages to find Priester just in the nick of time. We're looking at heading into the second rotation here with 100 Thieves with a sizable lead, but Dashi now on rotation, trying to bring Optic back into this game.
Yeah, someone for Optic, they need to get hot. They need to start making these big plays, get a string of events. You got TJ on the flank, finishes enable. The trades are there. Optic Gaming, they're to the hill first, but the pinch is already in.
Can you bait out a streak? That would be a big win.
Oh, man.
Optic Gaming,
Please.
as Dashi finds 2. 100 Thieves slow it down, so you would expect maybe the streak to come through. There it is, Slasher with the lightning. That forces Optic Gaming away from the hill for now. Can they try and get some control back though as 100 Thieves fly towards the hill? The answer, no.
Perfectly done. You get the lightning strike, you get control of the hill, you're popping the TAC 5, you're setting up for the next break. Keep in mind, 100 Thieves, they have completely out-rotated Optic this entire game. They're already setting up for new. You got the Tempest in the hill shut down, but does it make a difference because Kenny is still alive and inside the hill, just racking up the time for the Thieves.
You still have yourself a situation where you have a lightning strike available. Still, of course, Kenny, a 16-6 performance from him, but the rotation comes through. It's 100 Thieves that eventually managed to get control of the spawns thanks to Enable. He went on a wide flank, now controlling the spawns. It's going to be number 6, Karma. I don't think he's going to expect this. Optic, they could actually just get shot in the back as Enable pushes forward. 2 players, both weak, but Skunk goes big. However, still a lot of work to do here for Optic Gaming.
And here's the play, the grab slam from over top. He commits straight away and finds nothing, but at the same time, Optic Gaming are falling one by one. The SOG's winning all the gunfights and barrels. Priest is able to get the second. The clearance on the hill is perfect.
However,
Come on, Dashi
has snuck through dark. He's found himself too, looking to try and be a hero. 100 Thieves, almost 100-point lead as Enable now hits the flank. There's 1. Karma turns and burns to keep control of the hill for Optic Gaming, and you can see on the minimap now, we will have a brief moment of patience from 100 Thieves. You expect the lightning strike from Kenny to be invested here. Could be the play which could spiral the game out of control, and I want to send it over to 100 Thieves. Astro Gaming listening.
Yeah, I spawn first. 10 on the back, 10 on the back.
I'll shoot the
Oh, he's front yellow.
No
secret gun.
Secret, you got me?
Go gate.
I didn't hit anything.
I'm
TJ, secret.
No, I'm watching.
Got one. Secret TJ.
Dash up hill, one shot. Yeah, dash up.
It's 20 on deep then.
Yeah.
Still secret.
Mid lane.
Yo, it's front yellow, Dashi.
Let up far right, pushing.
We need nothing up far right. Take your time. Melee, Damon, one shot.
Same shot. Got 2 in the back. Damon, mid lane. All the way backstage. Backstage, stage with ICR. Yes,
Spawning barrels.
Yeah, they're spawning. I'm getting shot.
I'm hitting dirt, bro.
From yellow steps.
Oh, pretty mid alley, guys. Mid alley.
Yeah, outside yellow. Secret.
Melee's coming.
Right, TJ. Watch out, TJ. Yellow steps.
Back counter, yeah. Forget gate, Dan.
I spawned in mid.
Are we gonna hold this?
Top yellow weak.
No, pull flag out.
Yeah, I don't know. What's up, Yellow?
Top yellow, Damon.
Mike coming alley.
Don't worry, Wolfie. He's trolling.
Palace.
Oh, yeah, they have
Ignore him.
15 seconds.
Waters, we need to talk about a CoD banner real quick. Or later.
The 3-time world champ to make a play with a grab slam. That's not going to be the moment. Of course, it's worth mentioning. Seaside Hardpoint chance. It's never over until someone gets the 250 points.
And keep in mind,
Let's
for
go,
the
Scum.
moment, Optic Gaming right now is getting outslayed by about 30 kills, and they're keeping it close. Scum getting close to some score streaks. The man is on a 6-free. Someone has to get hot. Scum's trying to beat that guy.
Let's go, Scum!
So important for Optic Gaming to come back. Now all of a sudden, the tides have turned. They have hill control. The comeback starts. Karma gets the grab slam. Finds himself two for streaks. No, shut down. Kenny makes the play, and the trades will follow. TJ still inside the hill. How important will that kill be? Well, Dashy springs into life with a Tempest, and he's hitting absolutely everything. There's three. Hell, that might even be number 4. Scum didn't get streaks, but Dashy's getting close.
And 100 Thieves, they had to turn tail and run. You got Dashy getting close to those score streaks. The rotation here. TJ gets that entry kill. He's got the teammate support as well, so you imagine Priesta might get traded out because Karma's going hunting.
The following fight's massive for Optic Gaming, and Dashy just needs one more for streaks. Again, the moment which could really turn this game on its head, and it's Slasher with the double, Slasher with the triple. Crim finally shuts him down, but 100 Thieves still have control of the hill.
And they're popping attack 5 for the re-break, maybe the War Machine too, but you know you got the flak jacket on, you see the hit markers, but he's able to find one, keeping 100 Thieves out of the point. Optic Gaming are inside.
205, 168, Optic know they have to fly, they have to push forward, they have spawn control too. Scum spawns in, Kenny is trapped in an Optic Gaming sandwich, nowhere to hide. He's gonna have to play this slow. Optic will claim that scrap time. 100 Thieves, they know they have to rotate here.
And Crim is heating up. He's on a force spree. He's getting the kills, keeping clearance on the point. 15 seconds left. And when Optic Gaming gets it, it's a virtual tied game. And the rotation maybe getting one, but enables popping the pulse.
I mean, welcome to the losers bracket final, Crim. It's about time. 5 streak and working on streaks. He could completely negate all of the slow start he had. If he finds those streaks, Optic Gaming are going to be in a prime position to close out game number 1. However, they have to break this hill first. For me, Crim is massive. He finds Priesta, tags him up an EKA. Would be lovely, but it doesn't look like he's going to find it just yet.
And his teammates are falling too. Right now, 100 Thieves holding this hill from the front. They can absolutely win the game here. So Optic, they're going to go into Crim. If he gets the lightning, he might need to call it in straight away.
I don't think he's going to have a choice. Optic Gaming. No, careful, Crim. 100 Thieves are inside the hill. Slasher has a War Machine. 231, 201. There's the lightning. How quick can Optic Gaming take the hill? Crim almost with 3. He earns the streaks, but again, 100 Thieves, while all that time was being delayed, they've been in the hill. They're closing out the game. 9 more points is all they need. Crim has to invest the streaks now, otherwise Optic lose here.
And 100 Thieves trying to win it here. They're pushing the point, but you see Optic Gaming do just enough to get the break. So Crim, he's got the Hellstorm and he's got Vision Pulse. They have to use it to perfectly win this break.
I mean, he just wanted to get out of the Hellstorm as quickly as possible so he could pop Vision Pulse, aid his teammates on the rotation, but it's Kenny and Priesta that both win big fights. There's one last push. It's Dashy. He's shut down.
Wow.
Priesta takes
Oh my
over
God.
at the
Wow.
very, very end.
Wow.
And 100 Thieves close out game 1.
Too little, too late, Ben. Too little, too late. Optic Gaming woke up midway through the game, and they had opportunities towards the end, but we have seen it from the side of 100 Thieves so many times. There's so many little moments where if Scum could have gotten streaks, if Dashy could have gotten streaks, maybe the game is different, but every single one of those little moments, when it comes down to a clutch gunfight, 100 Thieves was there.
And it was this rotation right here.
If
If Optic's able to win a few more of these fights, and Crim isn't left by himself for so long, there was just so much time taken off the clock. 100 Thieves got so many points for free. By the time Crim was able to earn the streaks, the game was almost over.
And another thing as well, I think the order might have came in the wrong direction with the Vision Pulse and the Hellstorm. You want the Vision Pulse to get called in when your teammates are surging forward. Then you get the Hellstorm to force those players into top yellow, and then your teammates can see them through the wall. They know exactly where to look. You have a half second to make that decision. It is not easy at all, but again, 100 Thieves, the hard work was done. As soon as you're 6 seconds away on the Courtyard Hill to winning, all those errors that are spawning up are rushing to the back to play it safe. And even though there was a moment of hope, maybe there was just nothing they could do.
It was an incredibly hot start from 100 Thieves. The gaming made it interesting, though. They thought they'd heat up in the mid-game, but it was just as you said, a little too late. 100 Thieves do the job in game one. And the reason that's so important is we talked about search and destroy here at the World Championship between these two teams. 100 Thieves have the clear advantage.
They're 8-2, and we just watched them play against Enigma 6, who at that point was the best search and destroy team at the venue at Chance. 100 Thieves took them down against all odds, fighting through score streaks, making the 2v4 clutches. All of the big plays today have been going the way of 100 Thieves. And think about, for momentum's sake, you're Optic Gaming, you just get knocked down into losers. You are 11-2 in hardpoint. You've started just about every single series 1-0 up. Well, not anymore. Not in the elimination match on Championship Sunday.
That's where I look at Netman briefly on your screen, the coach of Optic Gaming, TP, a world champion himself. He knows what it's like to compete in these big games, these big moments. Look for him to settle down the green wall as they head over to game number 2. Search and destroy. And in my mind, I'm going to be honest, Chance, Optic need to steal this to keep themselves alive. You feel as if 100 Thieves go 2-0 up with the miracle run they've been on, with the miracle comebacks they've had. They will not let this series slip away.
And we already know. I believe we're going into Arsenal. We're watching Dashi like the entire time from the side of Optic Gaming. We're watching his sniper. I believe he dropped 16 kills against United just moments ago, about half an hour. Then, of course, on the flip side for 100 Thieves, Octane will be sniping right back. Kenny's been pulling it out a lot. They have been a suffocating team to deal with.
Yeah, it's actually been very interesting watching them switch out their snipers. You know, you're so used to watching Octane do it, and it can be very consistent. But the last few maps we've seen, Kenny hasn't been afraid of pulling it out too. And let me tell you, when it comes to a playmaker for 100 Thieves, from everything we've seen in Search and Destroy, I mean, Rookie of the Year, that's the type of form he's in this event.
Kenny has been at his best. It has been an uphill climb since the start of the year, and I say he climbed incredibly quickly at that. He's been playing lights out with an ICR. He mix and matches the weapons constantly, and he has been playing out of his mind today. But again, it's the sniper battle you love to watch on Arsenal, and even more than that, that's what we'll be focusing on. But keep in the back of your mind players like Scump, right? He's got the 1.54 S&D KD on the event. Has been fantastic, and of course that means you gotta keep an eye on Priesta as well. It is two juggernauts head to head. Optic looking for the bounce back. 100 Thieves just trying to keep that ball rolling.
Can Optic Gaming do it? They've been faced with adversity. They've been faced with 100 Thieves so many times throughout the season, and 100 Thieves have got the better of them so many times. It'd be fitting that maybe if they turned it around, it would be here at the World Championship. Map number 2, Arsenal Search and Destroy underway. We already know it's going to be a sniper fest. And we start off on board with Optic.
100 Thieves, you can already see, just going to be playing with picks, but there are two men very close to each other with some sogs. Priesta, man, just around the corner. Delicate balance to get this first blood. Octane trying to snipe from the side.
And I love what we've seen from Optic Gaming first round. Be aggressive. Unfortunately, though, the aggression isn't going to pay off. Octane finds a first blood. Priesta now has license to push forward. He will be traded out, but it's a 4 versus 3. Scump actually finds himself 2, so 3v3. It's the man we were talking about in Search this event. Scump with a good round 1.
Octane just helped his Scump out a little bit with those team shots. That bomb planted at B, and Slasher, the perfect positioning. Shooting Dashi in the back, and now Optic, they got to turn around.
Yeah, and as soon as they turn around, Enable collapses. He finds Karma, and Scump left for a 1 versus 3. His players all around. Looking for a miracle, not able to finish off that
kill. Man.
Maybe could have made it interesting if he does. 100 Thieves take round 1.
In perfect positioning, in the perfect play call from Slasher. We're watching Octane with the snipe. Scump goes big to pick up the first 2 kills. Is right. It's all the ruse. The bomb is on the other side of the map, and Optic Gaming, Slasher, he just found a hole, got all the way to the back, and it could not have been set up any more perfectly. Slasher shoots Dashi in the back. Someone turns around to help. Enable shoots Criminal.
They're both tired. They just played a crazy game back to back, and they got to do it. They played against United. Now they're doing this.
Their first attacking round.
And if they lose, they're out.
No, I'm talking about he's physically tired.
I know.
He hasn't fought. You can tell by his eyes.
I know.
The performance, you just never know. But I love what 100 Thieves do. They basically do exactly what Optic did the round prior. They say we're not even going to give you a chance to snipe. We're going to fly forward as they surge on in towards Optic Gaming's base. Dashi forced to back away. It's a 2v5.
2v5 for the young superstars of Optic. They are grouped up together with 100 Thieves. So are they, and 100 Thieves know they have bomb down, a man outside. The gunna surge through the window. TJ, good luck with those gunfights. 100 Thieves up 2-0.
I mean, he made it interesting. He found 2. The problem is there's 4 players flying out the door. Really no chance whatsoever. And it's a great strategy. We've talked about it before throughout the entire season this year. How do you manage to counter a very good sniper rifle player? Both teams have done it. The only difference is 100 Thieves, they just went one step further.
I was going to say, keep in mind, the very first thing we saw in the first round was, well, Octane hit the shot, right? Yeah. So you have a round aggressive on defense for Optic Gaming. You get shot by the sniper, it stuffs it, right? That time, 100 Thieves, Dashy did not connect with anybody. You storm on through. Now you got enabled 4-0. Octane 2-0. 100 Thieves up 2-0. They're coming to B where it's Karma just by himself.
Traditionally, when you talk about 100 Thieves and searches, enabled, it tends to be the one who's often underperformed. Not here, not in the losers bracket final. A 4-0 start.
Dashy with the nade, let's go.
Dashy connects with an aid onto enable, so 4 versus 4. Big fight from Priester, wins it. And a flank is coming through here from TJ. He's hit this very quickly, and it's a 2v3. Bomb is down, but unfortunately there's going to be no one on the site, and it begs the question, do you want to hop it?
Absolutely. Those players are not so far away, but of course Optic doesn't know that. Octane making the return towards the bomb by TJ, waiting for it, but the double ICR was there. Team shots on point, and Scump his second 1v3.
They found him. Scump tries to back away. He's going to back into Kenny's ICR. Tagged up again. Time ticking, 14 seconds. There's no way he wins that round.
Wow, man.
100 Thieves cruising through.
Cakes, bro. Cakes, bro.
Watching, it's Karma playing a nice off angle, cheeky little spot. Gets Optic down. He got Priest that flies for the trade. Well, he had Kenny watching right behind him. So Priest wins the gunfight, but when he gets traded, Kenny is there for the trade as well. We saw TJ on bomb, the double ICR team shot coming out from 100 Thieves, step by step.
I can't, I don't know, I can't hear.
To believe that they can finally defeat 100 Thieves. So far, it's not going well in game 2. Octane. A little wide left. Currently lives the fight once again. First blood comes through, and it's a quick trade. Octane still with a sniper looking to find a pick.
This means for Optic as well, don't push anybody up this left side. And of course, well, Kenny knows that. He can afford to go up the left side. The pinch is here. The pinch is perfect. The instantaneous 1v4. And where's TJ? Well, on the wrong side of the bomb. Octane tips his cap and takes his head off.
Optic are being picked apart every single round.
And again, they're just perfect rounds, right? Octane, he's got the left side on point. Kenny says, thank you very much. I got the free clearance to walk straight up the left steps. He's able to find 2, and the timing with Priesta to come out of vents was perfect. And then we saw the end of the round. I don't even know where TJ was. But he wasn't where he needed to be. There's been too many rounds for Optic Gaming with 2 1v3s, now a 1v4. Optic are getting picked apart.
100 Thieves wait for a little bit of progression towards their extra utility. And they will, of course, defuse the bomb. It was Octane that grabbed it, I believe.
Thank you, Baron.
The lead. Round by round. 100 Thieves edge closer to the World Championship Grand Final.
What?
Octane as well, getting a little close towards some streaks. 250 towards the Lightning. But it begs the question.
100 Thieves is winning. Baron. They're ahead.
But it's obviously nice to have triple hitting outer. The trades, though, go in favor of 100 Thieves. Teamwork a little more on point. The final 2 players on bomb. Well, Priesta gets traded out, but still man advantage. Dashy able to hit 1. He's got to get the 1v3.
Let's go, Dashy.
Almost.
You're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
He knows the challenge. 1v1. This could be the turn of momentum Optic Gaming so desperately need.
Reload.
He knows.
He's read it. He's read it.
He knows. He knows. He knows.
Dashy versus Octane for the 1v3. Dashy.
Ah, Dashy! Let's go, the 1v3. Oh my god.
That is a search and destroy legend at his finest. Hits the quick shot, and we'll take a second look at the gunfight. He is so tagged up, so one-shot, he knows he doesn't have time to stim, and he takes the challenge instantly. Look at that, 5 HP, comes back around, and Nabel doesn't even shoot, and Nabel doesn't think that is possible.
Oh my God.
And then the aggression with the sniper even after that, to get the information in 3 different sections, when he crossed over elevators, crossed through the door, went to bomb. You had to be that aggressive, Dashy. That was perfect.
You have to use that though to bring
Oh my God! Use that momentum, guys. Come on, come on. You got it.
Watched a miraculous 1v3. You have to believe as Dashy gets picked for first blood. It's already 4 versus 5.
Well, doesn't even get planted for free. Kenny's nearby. He spots a player out in the corner, and well, he knows he's by himself. He doesn't want to get hunted. And again, 100 Thieves, the smart plays. He's backing down and waiting for his teammates.
You also have to think you have the utility to go for the retake. Well, Kenny isn't even
wow,
going to use it
Kenny.
yet. Scump falls. Crim stays alive, not for long. Karma for the 1v4.
No.
It's just not gonna happen. 100 Thieves give Optic Gaming a small lifeline, and the very next round, snatch it right back.
It looks like 100 Thieves knows the Optic strategies better than Optic does. They are having ICRs peeking from outer, knowing exactly where Optic is going to be positioning, essentially pre-firing them before Optic are prepared for it at all. Again, outside of the Dashy 1v3, it has been as close to perfect S&D as we have seen from 100 Thieves the entire year.
It was a miracle round, which Optic Gaming was able to win. Besides that, 100 Thieves have looked comfortable, and they've looked very comfortable indeed. One more round here in the search and destroy, and they will go 2-0 up, and it's all smiles on their faces.
Certainly not stress-free, but appearances indicate otherwise. 1 round away, 100 Thieves again. The amount of momentum they have pulled through losers.
Obviously, we talked about Crim with a slow start in game 1. It's Karma 0-6 after 6 rounds. Heading into the 7th, will he find his first kill? Now you're looking at a crazy comeback too, and a first blood from Octane. It connects with Dashy with the nade. The trade never came through. Finally, it does.
Come on, don't peek that if you're not 150.
You find yourself in a 4v3. Slasher has a couple of players from Optic tagged up, and he might actually just feel the pressure here.
Slasher actually making a great play. He's able to take one with him. Clutch for 100 Thieves, because that keeps the man advantage in their favor. It's up to Crim 6, it's up to Scump, the 2 veterans, 2 of the best Call of Duty players all time for the 2v3. There's that first pick.
38 seconds for the 2 versus 2. Octane and Enable up. The stun blends perfectly. And Scump now forced for the 1v1. 25 seconds left. Octane up for 100 Thieves.
Let's go, Scump!
You can't show information right here, Octane.
Scump, stop. He has an AR. Oh, let's go! Oh my God!
Scump says, pre-aim me. Pre-aim me. Doesn't matter. A Dashy 1v3, a Scump 1v2. Surely that has to inject some belief into the green wall. A massive round to keep them alive here in game 2. And we'll get to watch that again. Impeccable shots.
Let's go, Optic.
Octane was only able to get a single bullet off in that gunfight. That is slide cancel 101. Scump with the laser beam Maddox. Optic, though, of course, they need 4 more in a row.
Karma 0-7. Really underperforming here in game 2.
Nice, Dashy.
Will go on to the attack. As you can see, it looks like it's lined up.
Let's go, Dashy!
With the first blood. We've seen so many crazy things here at the World Championship. A 5-1 comeback. Let's add that to the list.
Octane not able to find a pick. Pressure on TJ right now, by the way. A bunch of players coming on the flank. He feels the pressure. He backs down. Optic right now. Everyone's still alive. But Slasher, that first blood.
You have to pick a way to go. You can't just sit. You can't just turtle. 3 versus 3. Dashy's going to be flown at. Priesta will fall. Optic.
Let's go, Dashy!
Somehow, it's a 2 versus 1. Slasher to try and go big for 100 Thieves.
Dashy!
No. Finally, it feels
as if Optic Gaming believe they can come back into this game.
I had to restart, or not restart it, but like I had to open it back up to get rid of the delay.
Makes the read perfectly.
Oh man.
Nice moments coming out from Dashy and Scump. They need a couple more.
They sure do. 5-3. One more round for Optic Gaming, and this is going to get very, very interesting. Dashy 300 away from streaks. If he can find himself a first blood here, which you never know, a swing and a miss. Those streaks could be massive if this went the distance.
See the adjustment for Optic Gaming. They've stacked this B-side up a little bit more. Stumping Carmen nearby in front of Dashy, but that bomb getting rotated through mid, and Krim, well, he's the only one watching lobby.
Oh, he could get some great information and maybe some great timing, but Priest of First Blood is going to slow everything down this round for Optic. Octane tagged, but stays alive. You still have Dashy thinking about some streaks, but as it stands, it's a 5 versus 4 in favor of 100 Thieves. Crim6 does find one, so make that a 4v4. Slasher stuck in vents. He somehow escapes. A challenge comes through with a pistol.
Come on,
stays alive just long enough, but a team kill does come through. So it is actually a 3 versus 2 in favor of Optic Gaming. Time is ticking. 20 seconds, and that's enabled. That's bombed down. However, it's not over just yet.
Let's go.
Round by round, Optic Gaming refuse to die. They
Optic's winning this. Come on.
Give up.
Optic Gaming taking turns, making the big plays in these past couple rounds. Scump's had a couple, Dashy with a few more, and that time it was Krim. They've won 3 in a row. They need 2 more.
A first blood.
I swear, Case, my heart's pounding over here.
Would be a game changer.
Dash, you saw him, Dashy.
Information and Optics say, well, hold on a minute, that was a lot of resources 100 Thieves just sent defensively to B. Can we just rotate? Can we just wrap? Is it a double bluff? It very well is. This might work out perfectly. I don't think Priest saw him. Priest is in a whole different world of pain. Optic, no, he's dead! But a team kill does come through. It is a 4 versus 4. 45 seconds left, and you can see on the minimap 100 Thieves. They're not giving this side away for free.
That team kill can't. Here we are, 4v4. Nate out towards elevator, but Stolen's the cluster.
Let's go, Dashy!
It's happening. It's happening. Optic in a 4 versus 3 with 30 seconds left. Enable trying to hunt down the green ball. Scump needs to try and stay alive. He rechallenges, and Enable is still alive, and now the pinch is coming through. Kenny challenges. Optic a 2v3 with 15 seconds left. Dashy makes it a 2v2. Krim has fallen. Dashy with 12 seconds need a miraculous play. Will he find it? I don't think he will.
I'm not sure, boys.
And 100 shut down the comeback. They shut down Optic Gaming and go 2-0 up in the losers bracket final.
And Ben, how many times have we said you cannot afford to make mistakes? Priest was caught out by himself.
I think that was Kenny's mom.
A quad challenge came in, the freest kill of all time, but they team killed with it. And you gave him the even 4v4 odds.
Probably.
You make a small mistake, you get punished for it.
Think they get away with that first blood exchange without the team kill in a 5v4. How different that map could have ended, but it doesn't matter. 100 Thieves clutch up. They're 2-0 up in the losers bracket final. We'll be right back after this.
Oh my god, man. Oh my god. I can't do this, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen. Optic's 2-0 right now. I mean, 100 Thieves is 2-0 right now. God, man. If Optic gets 3-0'd, I'm not watching the rest of the season.
I'm there with you, buddy. Your shit was so delayed compared to mine.
I fixed it though. Yeah, I know.
It was like a minute after I got hyped. Oh. Control, 100 Thieves control are on point.
Losers bracket final, 100 Thieves, Optic Gaming. 100 Thieves, 2-0 up in the series. You had a slow start in game 1 from Prim, a slow start in game 2 from Karma. Both times Optic Gaming fought back but were unsuccessful in closing out the maps. And I have very, very bad news if you're an Optic Gaming fan. 100 Thieves has never, since the team has been formed, been reverse swept.
Okay, the icebreaker we all needed. It is,
I'd let them know,
as stressful of a situation as you could possibly ask for Optic Gaming.
If there was a time, though.
But if there was a time, it would obviously be now, and we've seen reverse sweeps in this tournament. 100 Thieves, for example, have pulled off the ultimate reverse sweep to kick off their losers bracket run. They were down 2-0 in the series. 2-0 in control against FaZe for top 16, and yet here they are. We have seen a hefty number of impossible situations. Well, some teams just find a way.
From a 2v7, round 3 control clutch, 2-0 down from Priesta to one map away from the grand final this year. Can 100 Thieves close it out?
I can't hear you.
Here's how the last round of the Search and Destroy went. It felt so good until Karma fell to scum a team kill. Still a manageable situation at a 4 versus 4. Another kill does come through in Optic Gaming's favor, but 100 Thieves managed the situation perfectly.
When you see that nade come in, you just see all the hope for Optic, and Well, Dashy doesn't quite hit the shot, but Optic, when they're rotating, you're seeing Naval. He just
Shout out
matches
to
them.
three,
He spots
make
those
sure
two
to drop a
players on the
like.
cross,
Yeah,
plays it
thank you.
perfectly, and talk about a big gunfight as well. And he stays alive just long enough to get Kenny over top. It took perfection at the end. And then at this point for Dashy, 12 seconds left. You don't have bomb. It's a 1v2. There is simply nothing you can do in this situation.
I mean, if Prim wins that 1v1, and maybe that round is a little different. You have a 2 versus 1, and you tie things up to round 11. But again, Optic Gaming fell short of a crazy 5-1
Optic doesn't win controls, bro. Like they're gone.
And now we head to an Arsenal control. These two teams against each other this year have had some spectacular moments on this map. Will we get even more?
I was going to say, you just talked about
they
how
had a good
different the year
run.
could be for either of these
Look
teams.
at Stumpy.
If,
You can
a 1v1
tell.
on an Arsenal control maybe goes a little bit differently. It's, again, with
Did you
heavy
see
hitters
Sandy?
like this,
Yeah.
the devil is always in the details.
Like,
It's
it
who can
wasn't
make
like
those
that
bigger
yesterday.
plays. 100 Thieves
It's
had a
much
ton of them
worse.
early on in the search and destroy, but you saw Optic clutched up time and time again in the S&D, but towards the end, 100 Thieves finished the job.
Oh wow,
Entire year,
fuck. I accidentally
they've just
exited
been
out.
able to out-edge their opponents.
Optic's back, truly against the wall. What are they
That
made
chat.
of? How much resilience do they really have? Some of the greatest players in Call of Duty history. For the past 2 maps, some of the GOATs have started slow. It cannot happen again here in Game 3, or 100 Thieves will bury them in this map.
And then you have to keep in mind what 100 Thieves is thinking. Get this done and out of the way as quickly as possible, because they're thinking about double best of 5s later on the day if they can get there, and you don't want to be exhausted, mentally drained before it happens. So we already know at this point it's going to be a long day ahead of them for 100 Thieves. They're just trying to keep that ball rolling.
Do not let this go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
Thieves
my god.
Arsenal control underway. In round 1, it will be Optic Gaming on the attacking side, and well, that's a good start. 2 kills already.
Actually, the pressure coming in. Priestley gets dropped before he can find a single thing. Optic Gaming already. Clearance on the A point. They got 3 bodies on it, and you can see the positioning from 100 Thieves. Looks like they're not going to try to fight this anytime soon.
No one has fallen yet for Optic. Still, that remains true. A 4 life advantage. Progression into A. That's the second tick coming through. And 100 Thieves, you don't want to just give away your life here. You don't want to give Optic too big of a lead. It's now a full team wipe. The advantage Optic Gaming has with 2 minutes, 6 seconds to cap B.
100 Thieves trying to be annoying though. They're in the face, but that stun is going to line them up. Scump can only find one before he drops. Shout out to the attack mask, but 100 Thieves a nice job. If you concede A, you need the map control, and they have it.
And at least it stops Optic Gaming pushing completely through and taking full control of their lobby side. Optic will work to retake control of their spawn, as they should in that situation. Oh, a nice life advantage, but the stun should surely be enough for Kenny to find 2. And Armor crawling through vents will fall. Scump will also drop. However, TJ is being a nuisance here. He's also getting a little close towards some streaks.
TJ right now just needs to alleviate pressure. He cannot do that because, again, Optic stuck in their base trophy. 100 Thieves, they are just crawling around in this area. It's Kenny over top, but Dashy makes the play, but the trade's going back and forth. 100 Thieves, it's all about that map pressure.
Done well to bring it back in terms of life count. 20 to 20. Just over a minute for Optic to make the play at B. Keep your eye on number 3 on the minimap. It's not important right now, but Scump could become crucial to how this round ends very, very soon. Optic, if they'd won those gunfights, Scump would have collapsed through one towards B. Would have been a lot of pressure. 100 Thieves might not have been able to manage. Instead, he's forced to try and make a hero play on the other side. Octane fancies the challenge. Octane wins the gunfight.
And Optic just can't make any plays. Again, they're getting suffocated, stuck in their base. You try to send one man on the flank while 100 Thieves, they read it every time. Now 100 Thieves are literally standing in Optic spawn, shooting him in the back as they try to run away. Look at the amount of map presence 100 Thieves has. This is absurd. And Slasher, 250 off street.
Optic have snuck through. How big of a play can they make with 20 seconds and down 7 lives? Well, that's not a good start. Slasher 50 points away from streaks. Optic are inside the zone, and Dashy's done well to stay alive. They're going to have to deal with Octane now, and Well, Octane drops, but in comes the pinch from Enable. Optic still not done just yet. Slash has found himself in a prime spot to find the streaks, gets the last bullet. He will fall, so no Hellstorm for him, but damage was done.
With 6 seconds left, Optic, they need a miracle play if they can get it, but the ICRs, the Sogs, 100 Thieves, too much pressure on the round. The opening break for Optic was great. You get A, you're up 30-25 in kills, but you see 100 Thieves. As soon as A falls, they give players a Forge trophy in the lobby, the enemy's base, and they just never took their foot off the gas. The pressure was always applied.
It started off so well for Optic Gaming. Before, as you said, Thieves just constrict Optic Gaming into their base. Never allow them out, never allow them a chance to even make a play. Advantage, 100 Thieves. Optic Gaming now go over to the defensive side. The problem, Slasher, of course, has a lightning strike.
Has a lightning strike, and that makes B that much easier. It's the ICR gunfights inside. Slasher, Octane, double challenge out. You got Priesta flying over top. They are surging through, and they get a team kill, but does it matter? It's Karma. Well, the last man standing. It's him versus Kenny around the point.
Kenny just knows. Doesn't have to peek, doesn't have to over-challenge. Instead, he'll wait for Optic Gaming to funnel through the door. Was it enough time he was able to buy his teammates and get back over towards A to contest? Well, Karma's done a good job of just staying alive in window, and he's felt the pressure. He's read it well. Unfortunately, he couldn't read that it was going to be 2 players flying towards him. Already a lead starting to develop for 100 Thieves. It's at 4 as A is currently being capped up. The second tick is through, and 100 Thieves, you can see their intent. They don't want to just cap A, they want to fly forward, apply so much pressure. B now currently contested as well as Kenny just flies forward. There's 1, there's 2, there's almost number 3. And you know if he gets that kill, Slasher calls in the lightning strike, and that's the round over.
Well, now A is capped, so he can still call in that lightning. He gives out pressure for his teammates on the front at Jet, but he's going to back down. Maybe get picked off as well. TJ is able to hunt him, but the play is set up, the play is there, but honestly, a 6-life lead, they might not need it. Priesta
Oh my god.
Phenomenal plays coming out of 100 Thieves. Ben, they are looking perfect.
A 6-life advantage as the lightning strike is called in. Karma was able to push all the way through. He's only able to find 1. Optic Gaming just have to survive. The problem, there's still over a minute and a half of this round, and they're down to their final 7 lives. Again, so much pressure being applied from 100 Thieves, but this is a good start here from Optic Gaming. They find 2, and 100 Thieves is forced to slow down. You need to be perfect. You need to be perfect. No lives remain. It's a 5 versus 10. I believe the War Machine is out. Prim was able to find 2. There's another 2. So Slasher, last man momentarily. It's a 4 versus 6. Survive 1 more wave.
You have no specialists from either side. It is all about the guns. 100 Thieves just need to make sure they trade the kills out. Optic Gaming need to make sure they get the kills first. See, they are taking their time to get this set up. They want to spread Optic Gaming as thin as they possibly can.
They have a lot of time. 40 seconds. From a 10v5 life advantage down to 6v4. Scump will be the first line of defense for Optic Gaming. He can stun out here, but 2 players as he gets stunned. He has to anticipate the push to come through. A good counter stun. He flies forward. Now all of a sudden it's a 4 versus 5. 100 Thieves. Did you burn too much time? Well, they're attacking from the other side, and it's going to be a pinch. I don't know if Optic Gaming's going to expect it. They don't. Now a 3 versus 2. Scum finds 1. It's a 2v2, and Karma can be the playmaker. Optic Gaming needs Octane 1v1. We saw it in Search, and it's Octane.
No!
This time.
Oh my god. No.
A big advantage for 100 Thieves. 1 more round.
Take a second look. Octane, the aggression. Trades out his teammate perfectly. Spots Scum, gets the information. No hesitation. And drops him. Scum only got a bullet off in the gunfight.
If you were going to reverse sweep, may as well make it an ultimate reverse sweep. 2-0 down, 2-0 down.
And for being down 2-0, the specialist progression, I mean, honestly, Optic not too far behind at this point. They're actually probably ahead, so the potential is here, but you need a strong opening break. And you see TJ is able to pick up 2, but when it all comes down, it's just that one-on-one in the end.
Slasher may fancy his chances here. Grim's capping it. Slasher just wants to try and get any information possible, but may be forced to give up A.
And we saw this exact same thing from 100 Thieves. Look at how much pressure they put on the bottom left of the map. They get bodies and trophy, bodies over towards Optic lobby. And last time Optic couldn't handle the pressure, and this time 100 Thieves even soaring through, just trying to fight for A.
Well, that's a good start to defensive hold from Grim. He's found 2, he's found 3. Are his teammates still alive? Well, the answer sadly for them, no. They do, however, find the second tick into A, and Optic's going to assault the A site once again. Just a 1 life advantage. Just Priest to find Scump. Disappears. 20v20. Some good nades, and again, another good hold from 100 Thieves.
This is it. They have all the map control, a 4-life lead, and the specialists are creeping in. Priest has got the grab, and again, once they get to this spot, they're so good, but there's the grab slam down.
Go back down to 50% progression. Will that have a big impact on how this round closes out? 28 seconds. Optic Gaming, you have to go. You have to find a way through. Time against you. It all starts here. 2 kills come through. Now the assault over towards B. A grab slam was tried to be invested from Karma, but unsuccessfully. Scump able to trade out 1. And Optic stop the clock. The question for me, what do the players of Spawn do? What does Trim and Karma do? Dashy wins a 1v1 against Priest. And note, Slasher also 125 away from Streak.
And Octane's flanking again, but TJ's got the War Machine out, but Octane, he's got to have to shut him down. Gets shot in the side, and TJ still has the War Machine. B is going to be capped, and you can see Optic there to A, straight away, wasted no time.
And you still have the War Machine for TJ. If he can find himself a couple of free kills, those streaks are going to get mighty spicy. 75, all he needs, stay alive. But they give up window. They give up window. Slasher flies inside the hill. He now gets himself some streaks. B was capped. There's 60 seconds on the clock. It's a 6v6.
And Dashy might just be dead. The Hellstorm is out. He's looking for as much as he can get, but finds nothing. There's still 66 on the clock. Dashy, though, he's got to wait for his teammates to get near him.
It's a battle of the lightning strikes. If you're TJ, you must invest yours here. You need to stay alive in this control.
And then Krim and Dashy are 1 kill away from each of their specialists. Octane as well. The vision could be massive. Dashy stays alive with Flak.
TJ has to use the lightning. Slasher, the first line of defense for 100 Thieves. Time ticking, in he goes. Good team shots. However, again, a team kill comes through. Optic with the big disadvantage. It's a 5 versus 4. Octane tagged up, feeling the pressure. Lightning strike in from Slasher 5v3. TJ, Scump, and Dashy, it falls to you with 18 seconds left. Can you produce a miracle? Tempest out for Octane. He looks to deny, but no! A 1v2. TJ with the nade. TJ has to make the play, but no! Enable shuts
Optic just got eliminated.
Down! And 100 Thieves. The dream continues. From losers round 1. From the brink of elimination. Stay alive and advance through to the 2019 Call of Duty World Championship Grand Final.
And I'll say it, Ben, 100 Thieves are playing the best Call of Duty we may have seen all year. United as well, of course. It will be an incredible grand finals. The 100 Thieves, they're working on history in one direction.
I fell asleep, sorry.
Sitting their way.
Make sure to drop a like and subscribe.
For Optic Gaming at the last major. Top 3, all things considered,
I don't
at the
think I
World
can
Championship.
watch. I can't watch 100 Thieves play.
Now though, only one question remains. Can 100 Thieves beat E-United not just once, but twice?
I'm a believer, Ben, but I'm a believer in both teams at this point because E-United, have been having the tournament of their lives to this point. They have been playing beyond spectacular, but we've casted now 200 Thieves series in a row. That is, I believe, 2 3-0s in a row. That is, any little mistake the opponent ever makes instantly gets punished again. This is the best Call of Duty we have seen all year.
I mean, we say it every time. When you go on the losers bracket run, make the games quick. 100 Thieves do just that. It's also worth mentioning at every single World Championship, there's been a new victor.
A really good run.
This will be no different. We will have a new champion. Will it be E United? Will it be 100 Thieves? It's everything from myself and Chance. We'll send it down to Jess for the PlayStation. It's a reaction.
Thank you, Ben. Enable, were you expecting such a clean 3-0 versus Optic here?
Honestly, I was. You know, we started off in losers round 1, and we gained momentum, so we're playing, you know, at our top of our game right now. And Optic also hasn't been able to beat us in like 6 months, so I knew it was going to be easy. We kind of took our foot off their necks a little bit in the first 2 maps, but yeah.
Earlier today, Kenny told me that your run through the losers bracket has been very stressful. What is the impact of that stress on your performance here?
It's not fun, I'll tell you that. You know, we slipped up real early in the tournament, but I think it's helped us just because before every series we played, Chris told us, like, guys, you have nothing to lose. Like, go out there, play your game. You're already in losers bracket. I don't think it's ever happened before from losing round 1. So, like, we're just like, all right, we'll do our best and see what happens, and we're here right now.
So finally, how are you feeling as you head to the grand finals versus E United?
I feel good. This is mine and Kenny's second finals appearance at Champs, back-to-back last year. So I'm excited to play. It's going to be a little different this year because, you know, E United's been a great team all year long. They've looked amazing this whole event, so it should hopefully be a good series.
That is absolutely true. Well, thank you so much. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. Over to Katie at the desk.
Thank you, Jess. And the run ends for Optic Gaming, taken down by 100 Thieves to secure 3rd place here at Champs. 100 Thieves seeing if they can take 2 series now off of E United. Both of these teams looking like they are in absolute peak form. What did you see from 100 Thieves there that you liked? Was there even anything you disliked?
They started out every single map really hot. I think that's really important, especially against United going forward. But I gotta say, I'm proud of Optic for not just rolling over and dying. In all those games, they had opportunities to win. Even though it was 3-0, even though the control was 3-0, 2 of those rounds came down to 1 life. Octane won a huge 1v1, and then you just saw that at the end with TJ. Optic had a great tournament, a great season, really, by most team standards. You're just so used to them winning all the time that a bunch of 3rd places seem bad, but they played well.
I mean, yeah, it was very close, especially on that first map. They had an opportunity to come back. They went down so much, and then Crimsticks gets those streaks. And, you know, they have some specialists used there at the very end, a couple blunders on the side of Optic Gaming, but, you know, that just shows how powerful 100 Thieves are, that they can just punish you from the little mistakes that you make on the map, you will be punished for at the very end.
For Optic Gaming, though, did you guys kind of know for them that it was over the moment they were knocked out of that winner's final?
Yeah, I mean, you're just deflated, right? And especially the way that you lost. There was no discipline in that hard point. You know, they're able to bounce back a little bit, though, in that 100 Thieves game. But you could see that that mentality was lingering when they went down so many points on Seaside, right? And they finally got back into it. Dashy got that Tempest inside of barrels, went on that streak to get them back into the game. But, you know, at the very end here, this is where they had that opportunity to win the game. And, you know, they just end up blowing it.
It was a huge push, but I mean, on this rotation, Enable did call his Vision Pulse in, and Crim was actually having a slow start to this game. He's played slow to here to get his streaks, but when he called that Vision Pulse, it just completely halted the Optic comeback. And from this point on, it was pretty clear that 100 Thieves would take this map.
Yeah, so right here, when they're set up in here, they get a couple kills, and you know, 100 Thieves were just trading out effectively, so it forces them to have to use one of these streaks. But the mistakes that they made were TJ Halley challenges by himself and he dies, and then right after him, Scump challenges by himself, and then you're going to see a streak come in. If they were to wait for that streak to come in to attack, they can start their progression through barrels and maybe start to flip those spawns for next. But since they challenged solo early on, it puts them in that bad spawn, and they just don't have enough time to get over towards New Hill.
Once they ended up losing this first map, came down to the absolute wire. Going into that second map, they needed to be able to bounce back. They started real slow. It was a 4-0 in favor of 100 Thieves. Then we saw Dashy with a miraculous 1v3. Then to follow up, 100 Thieves came back, went up 5-1. You saw the insane clinch by Scump. They brought it back to go all the way to a 5-4. They delayed hit that B site Unfortunately, they caught Priest off guard, but that team kill and line it up to go a 4v4 was so huge for the side of 100 Thieves because that retake with a 4v4 is just a lot easier.
And you guys...
And Abel had a huge play in that surge to close that out too. Somehow jumps out of lobby, gets a kill. First of all, that's already hard enough. And then manages to stay alive so that Kitty can come and pinch the other opponent. And Abel's a guy that's traditionally not good at
double digits.
And he had double
Run it up, shout out to Abel.
Double digits and had the biggest play of the surge for them.
Of course, you can see him there. Slasher, the captain on his team. Unreal, unbelievable performances from him here. Again, we have to keep mentioning this, that from losers round 1 in a 2v7, that is almost where 100 Thieves was done.
That's
and
insane.
Now they're here.
It's absolutely insane that was the situation that they were in, right? Like they were down, and they were down 2-7 in that control. If they lost that round, they're gone. It's
Honestly,
it.
If Zuma throws his stun in the door, 100 Thieves out of the tournament right now.
Yeah.
His teammates get there, and they move on to the tournament.
They flip the switch in those guys.
Yeah.
Flip the switch in them. And, you know,
I'm gonna watch these grand final.
Closer. There were so many 3 pieces he got on that first map to bail them out of bad situations. You saw him just going off in every single map.
Started off 10-1.
He's just nasty, man. And he's just a special player. When the tournament, as it goes on, he gets better and better. In the final few matches is when he starts to go off, and you can see across the board his stats were incredible.
How often do you guys see players like that, with that mindset and that ability?
There's not very many. That's why Slasher's on one of the best teams in the game and regarded as a top 5 player.
All right, we need to talk now about the grand final. There's 1 series, maybe 2, left. Today, of course, United and Optic, 100 Thieves. Oops, sorry, Optic Gaming. I got a little excited, but no, of course, United and 100 Thieves. We want to take a look now at our Totino's epic matchup for these 2 teams. Again, the grand final. If 100 Thieves can push it to that 2nd series, they would be the 2nd team behind Gen G to do so. However, Gen G was not successful against United at Miami. You can see it there, their stats thus far.
And I'm pretty comfortable in saying that these are the 2 best teams throughout the entirety of Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
So when you look back on these seasons, whoever wins this match, you're going to say that team was the best team in that game.
Well, let's think about it. Like, we have 100 Thieves, the back-to-back champions, right? This is their 3rd grand final. We have United, who have been in 4 grand finals, including this one, throughout the season. And they just won the biggest tournament of the year. So United coming into this, they have all the confidence in the world, right? Like, they think that they can just come in here and dominate 100 Thieves. Now, obviously, they're not going to take them lightly, but these guys have been destroying. Like, they've been barely losing maps. Simp has gotten better since that crazy performance he had at London, where we were like, this kid is something special. Christini, Abizi, Clayster, and Arcedes have all hit their peak form in this game. This is the perfect time to do it. They're an incredible team.
Here's the thing, though. United and 100 Thieves haven't played each other since London. It's been a long time where, in a match that actually matters, where they played each other. You don't know what these vetoes or anything look like with these guys. 2 titans clashing in the finals.
Well, here's the thing. We know that 100 Thieves are an amazing Arsenal hardpoint team. How many 100 point clubs have we seen United dish out throughout this tournament? Like, it's very tough to predict what maps these guys are going to want to play against each other. It's even them, like, going into the veto process side. They're probably pretty, like, unclear on what to do. Look at, what?
I mean, I feel like that's what we say most of the time whenever we watch him, when we see his stats. We're just,
are those his stats for the entire tournament?
Like, think about,
those are like
finals
pool play
right
stats.
How many maps he's played.
That's the entire tournament, all of them.
That kid is
yeah, he's a glitch, for sure.
And I mean, we watched that again versus Units yesterday.
Oh, man.
We've seen what Sim can do, that he can take on an entire team seemingly on his own. Of course, the rest of his team integral in allowing him to be able to do that. Let's also talk about Abizi.
Baron. Optic got eliminated.
So much love to Sim,
Optic lost.
Without Abizi, he would
They're
not
out.
be able to
the best
do
control player in the game.
Yeah, by
easy,
far.
and I don't even think it's close.
By far.
Every control of Easy goes off.
He's just always in the right positionings, especially when he was playing against Optic Gaming. He was just being so much of a nuisance at that pipes area, hitting the flank. I remember there was a situation where TJ popped a 2 feet right off spawn, and Abizi, he was able to trade that kill. He went from their spawn right back all the way through the middle map to help his teammates come off spawn and help them, and he ended up picking up streaks, picking up that grab slam. He's just such a nuisance on the map, especially in control. it's his best game mode.
Yeah, I mean, it's him and Priest are the two best grapple sogs in the game by a mile, right? Like Abizi, the way he maneuvers around the map, he's not afraid to go in first, and he'll most of the time win that first entry to just make it that much easier for you. He doesn't miss a bullet. Like, kid's amazing. It's just simple. It's so good. He gets, you know, he's in his shadow sometimes because he is that second sog. But yeah, Abizi's absolutely insane in this game.
Pac-Man, are there X factors on either of these teams that you're going to look for to come out big?
Enable, honestly. Enable to me in this tournament has been incredible.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even be in this tournament if it wasn't for him. Against FaZe, when they were down, he was the guy keeping them in it. He was playing the best by far, and then, of course, like Ant said, Slasher in the big moments goes off, and if those two guys can combine that, I mean, who knows? Pristini as well.
Yeah, on the side of E United, it has to be Pristini. We saw what he was able to do in that Arsenal hardpoint. Him and his brother were absolutely dominating the map. I'm pretty sure they were like 25 and like 4 at a point together. They were absolutely destroying, and we saw how easy the game was for E United when Pristini, when he's able to pick up all those kills, keeping up that aggression on the map. It looks a lot better on the side of E United.
And also Octane, throughout the entire tournament, Octane's just been absolutely dominating, right? Like, he's the one player who really hasn't had a bad map for them. Look at that, man. This guy is a main AR. He gun sogs up close. He's the only player who's really able to do that. That strafe, he can just keep up with it because he is that main AR who has played on a higher sensitivity over the last few years. He's pretty known for that, and you know, his ability to win those fights with his ICR he's unreal.
And Kenny, of course, as well. We cannot forget him being so important to that team. Every single player, Ian, Enable coming up, so huge for them on multiple occasions, really helping save them, keep them alive. But on the side of United, of course, we've talked about Pristini, but what about his twin, Arcides? How do you guys feel Arcides has been performing so far?
He's been absolutely dominant for his team. Coming into today, he was holding a 1.34. That's insane. Overall KD, and that's something that he's been lacking the last couple of events. He hasn't really been one of those main ARs. At the beginning of the game, we considered him one of the best AR players in the game at that point. Now, ever since this RK7 has been implemented into the game, all ARs across the globe have just been performing out of their minds. Arcides is just putting on an absolute show for his team.
What about Clayster then? Because obviously we talk a lot about him, but we have not so much this tournament. He broke his 1,400-day championship losing streak at Miami. Now he may go back-to-back. Nameless, what are your thoughts on how he's been so far here?
I think he's been fine. I think he's doing his job. That's all he needs to do on this team.
Alright, Chad, I'm in the stream, preparing for the grand finals.
And rally these guys
I'll see you guys in a bit.
And every listening, he's gassing up his teammate too. That's like an unforeseen quality. Like, he's not